From KETK, you're watching East Texas Live.
Welcome back. Joining me now is Amber, the owner of East Texas Mums, and she's going to tell us and get us ready for homecoming season. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. I see you wanted to match me today.
I did.
Did you just get a memo? How'd you know that you were going to wear pink?
Telepathy.
Yes.
I just knew. It was meant to be.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about homecoming mums and how they kind of originated.
So they actually started in Missouri, believe it or not, in 1911. And they were first seen in Texas and at Baylor University in the 30s. So they've been around for a very long time. And they were actually originated as like a, will you go to the homecoming with me? And they exchanged a garter and a mum. It was kind of like a little gift thing.
Yes.
It's a tradition.
So what makes up a homecoming mum? What kind of things go into making one of these?
So what makes up a homecoming mum, it's really just three main parts. We have our crown, we have braids, and then we have the tails. Three main parts to a mum, and everything else is just accessories and trinkets.
Just accessories. And how do you come up with all these different accessories and things to put on your mum?
So I have a build your own mum form, and I allow my customers to actually design their own mum. And I think that really makes it quite unique for them, and they love that option too. So they are really the huge artist in this. I'm just putting together their design. But I tell you, that's how they do it too. They start with their crown, then they choose their braids, their colors, and their tails. And it's really that easy. And then they'll tell me different things they want on there, and I'll get it on there for them. Yeah,
the crown is real big. So tell us a little bit about your business, East Texas Mum, and how it kind of came to be.
East Texas Mums came to be, and I think this is actually how most of us started, is my grandmother taught me. When I was 9 years old, she sat me down at the kitchen table with a picking machine and a stapler and a few rolls of ribbon and said, okay, honey, let's do this. And we did. And I started making mums for high school students at a very young age, and it just continued on. And 3 years ago, I formed my LLC, and ETX Mums is also a registered trademark. So professional, legit.
Yes, so what was that like, you know, when you first started off making these mums for high schoolers and now seeing it come into a business?
It's really a dream. It really is. I never imagined that it would turn into this successful, beautiful, just what it is today. It is bigger than me, and it owns my heart. I just love it.
And you say you made all these handmade by scratch?
I did, and there is hours, thousands of hours of work and hundreds of yards of ribbon in these. You'd be surprised. One of these tiny little loops, that right there, 40 inches of ribbon just in this one small piece.
So how many things of yarn, or excuse me, yards of yarn do you go through to make something like this?
This one right here, this orange one, featuring, because it's a little bit longer, it has 217 yards of ribbon.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
It's a lot of ribbon.
And a lot of hours of putting in the work to make it all come together.
It is. It absolutely is.
These are amazing. So I hear you have a East Texas Mum grant and fundraiser. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I do. First, I'm working on a fundraiser with the Tyler Legacy Southern Bells. They are given an opportunity to take a discount or give back to the Booster Club. And then the second initiative I'm working on is the ETX Mum Grant Program, where students can go on my website, apply for a grant, and it gets they can be awarded store credit towards a purchase with a mum. And we have already awarded $700 this year in Mum Grant Program.
And what's that like? What does that mean to be able to give back to these students like that?
They love it. They absolutely love it. I've done this so far for foreign exchange students, some not even from Texas. They just want to be a part of the tradition, and I just love that. So it just makes their day, and it makes my day too.
Yes, and how can somebody get in contact with you if they want a mum made or just want to look at your products?
They can find me at etxmums.com/mummery, because that's what we're creating, is mummeries.
That's cool right there. So what do you hope people kind of take away from your business?
Oh, I let them take away a lot. One thing that they're definitely going to take away, is a tradition, lots of love, a beautiful mum. And I tell you what the most memorable thing is for me, it's the experience with the seniors. That last year, maybe I've been making their mums since they were small. Me and the mom are in my living room crying, and I'm handing her the mum. That's what I remember the most, and that's what's the most meaningful. I love it.
What's your favorite part about putting all these different works of art together?
I think the final piece, because really it's about building it, and you build the pieces, and then you put it together. And once I have all of those pieces together and I see that final work of art, I knew it. I'm like, oh, they're gonna love it. And what's even more better is when the student sees it. When they see it and it just melts their heart, that's why I do it. That's what it's all about.
All right, Miss Amber, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, I appreciate you guys.
Yes, and these are real nice right here. Nice products, so make sure you go out there and get them. For more information, go to the website right there on your screen. We'll be back with more K to K's East Texas Live in just a couple of minutes.